Good afternoon. Today is a day that none of us are looking forward to. I've got Ollie with us, putting his skills to the test today because we are working on the E30 again. So, plan of action today is sunroof tray is coming out, and then over on the floor over there we have got the donor roof to get prepped. So hopefully within the next couple of hours, time we're on now, 10 to 1, do you reckon, say by 3 o'clock we've got the welder out?
I'd be disappointed if not.
You heard it here first. Okay, so plan of action is we need to, with this sunroof panel, there are 3 stitch welds either side. Ignore that. 1, 2, 3. This side needs a patch going in. Sunroof tray will come out when all 6 stitch welds are off. We'll prep this base. Then once we've prepped this base, we'll move on to the roof, get the roof prepped. And there is a new sunroof tray in the donor roof that can go straight in with it. So that sort of skips a step of trying to add it afterwards. What we're doing now is getting the 4 drain hoses out in each corner. Hold on. In each corner, hello, there is a hose for a drain off that goes down the pillar. So we're getting those out, then aiming to get these stitch welds off, and it should just lift straight out or fall into the car, but hopefully not, because interior panels are expensive.
As long as it's out.
Yeah, if it's out, it's out. So this video is probably going to be very, well, time-lapse heavy.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine anybody wants to sit and listen to grinding noises for hours like we're going to. So let the fun commence.
Spot weld the sides and the front and back, and then clean these up as much as physically possible, so I don't have to weld through the brazing.
Yeah, of course.
Cause I can't remember what it was. You can't weld through, you can't take through brazing because it's got a high zinc or something. The high zinc basically just fucking turns your weld into porosity.
Right.
And then you've got no weld.
So you can't TIG through the zinc-rich primer?
No, you can, because it's the zinc that's in the wire gets shat on by the brazing. That makes sense. So zinc's alright, but the brazing fights off the zinc.
Yeah.
Fucks the zinc off in your wire, which is like you.
Yeah, okay, I get you. So the brazing just kills the zinc.
Yeah, and then you've got porosity everywhere.
Fucks you well. Cool. Right. So what you're saying then?
We try and get rid of the brazing. When the brazing's done, these sides will be fine just to spot weld.
Yeah.
So spot weld the sides, front and back.
So you want to do the pillars first?
I think we'll tack the pillars first.
Yeah. So we've got it in one resting place.
Spot weld, like in sequence.
Yeah.
Then take the sides up, so whilst the sides are held down, then spot weld the rest. Because I think if we plonk it on, weld this fully, we're either going to bow the sides, and then we're not going to be able to spot weld them very well. But equally, if we spot weld everything everywhere, then we're probably going to get a mismatch here.
Yeah, okay.
So if we tack that, some spot welds all the way around, fully tick that, spot weld the rest.
It's fine. you know what you're doing with heat management and stuff like that when it comes to welding. I just stick shit together.
This is the scientific way of doing it.
Well, when you ain't got an hammer and dolly, you've got to make do with what you've got. Final bits we need to do before we can get the hot glue gun out, get them brackets off, those little things there, in that corner there, and well, and then what else did we say?
Get all this brazing out.
Yeah, get all the brazing out of all the pillars, because that's all going to want seaming up. In hindsight, should have probably cut higher, but you live and learn. So that'll be the most difficult part today, I think, getting all that brazing out and either making patches to go in the middle of it or bridging it together. But that's why I've got the wizard. It's too cold. This is next biggest culprit. To get all that shit off on the top, which is actually part of the sunroof thing, and then patch it with parts of the old roof, well, parts of the donor roof that I've got. So yeah, that's the next task. You excited?
No.
Why?
Why would I be excited about this?
Me either.
Time is it?
13 minutes late.
Fuck.
We're there though. First weld's going down now. Still kind of on track.
Bit of a gap.
I'd be alright.
Well, just like new. It's a hole. Thinner than expected.
I thought you were supposed to be a welder. Yeah.
Very, very thin. It's not pretty.
Oh,
Grinder.
it's bloody pretty and all.
Grinder.
Okay, so Ollie's getting the brazing out of all the pillars. And what I'm going to do is start prepping the donor roof. So I'm going to get all the edges ground down, treat all the areas that need treating, just so we're killing two birds with one stone. And Madam's just got back. She's changing the wheels to see if a new one's fit. Yeah. Surface just laying paint on. We'll let that dry for 5-10 minutes, and then we will mock the roof up on the car and see what we're dealing with.
Your box in the way. Fucking brand new. Tie seal.
That actually looks like it sat pretty well straight away.
Not terrible. Maybe take some bracing out of this back corner.
Right. Yeah, we need to take the edge of that off. That's all fine. Take the corner of this off.
Same here.
Elves stood here like
No, needed to get the full thing in the shot for a foot now. Proper Jimmy Oaks thumbnail. Yeah. Fuck off!
What's this bit coming off here? Do you like it? Ow!
That is going to be the biggest challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be wank. Like I said, just wants that cutting off so it can sit a little bit
so we can get it down
further
flush.
this way, because that side's a bit that way.
Yeah.
So that one's coming that way like that.
Yeah.
Take that bit out, that'll fall down, and then this bit just wants this corner here taking off.
Yeah, same as that
And
side.
that
to be
should
honest.
come in as well. But,
Yeah. And then we've got to nick the bracing off.
all of that
Roof still.
bracing.
That's fine. Do you want to... Should we take the roof back off then, now that we know what we need to do to it, and then...
Yeah. Where do you want to put it? Back over there?
Probably.
Yeah. We've got a pen.
It's getting real now.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so... Mark the roof up again after shaving some bits off. Ollie is doing some massaging, we'll call it. I've just done some in my corner, in my side as well. The hardest part is looking like it's going to be this passenger front pillar, because there was loads of braze in this, so we've ended up having to make a little bit of a mess. So might need to make a thin patch for it, but we'll find out tomorrow. I think is when we're gonna do the pillars. But yeah, pretty happy with how it's sat, aren't we?
Yeah, this side.
Yeah.
That. It's like we know what we're doing.
Send help.
Help.
Okay, so time is 9:15 PM. Me and Ollie are spent for the day, I think.
Yeah.
But we're where we wanted to be, and I think further than we expected to be. So this is day one done. Tomorrow, game plan is prep the sides for being stitch welded. Figure out a plan to bridge our gaps. We think we've come up with something. And then spot weld the front and back. Spot welding's a bit of a monkey's game, so I volunteered to spot weld while Ollie tigs the pillars in. But we're really happy with how the roof fits up. I think it'll go pretty smoothly fitting it up. Yeah, probably best to leave it for tonight.
No messages to put your roofs on.
No, and then come back with a fresh head in the morning and game on again. So, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Look how happy that face is. Good morning, or afternoon, whatever time we're on. Sunday, welding day. Welding day, it's judgment day, isn't it, basically? Yeah. Me and Ollie are basically just going to be sat on the car, tacking and stitching all day, taking our time with it, just to make sure that we've got it evenly laid down and make sure it's not warping and stuff like that. So the heat is on, so it's pretty loud in here. So we'll probably be time lapsing again. So
Whole video will be time lapse. That's right.
Hey,
Whole video will end up being time.
yeah, it probably will be pretty time lapse heavy, but what's the point in sat there watching 10 minutes of grinder noises? So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so what we are starting off by doing is getting these pillars fitted up so they'll be weldable fairly easily. So we're getting these as square as possible, just so we can either bridge them or make a nice filling piece to go over them. So we're going to start by doing the pillars, just tacking them in place so that when it comes to welding the entire roof together, it doesn't move.
If that's stretched out a little bit.
Maybe.
Possibly. It wants cutting off a tiny bit more there, and then I reckon it might just slide over.
Okay, so we've got our first tie-in / bridge going down. Looks pretty rough as it sits, but it's basically tying in the chassis of the roof inner skin to the pillar. So we'll get that in first, and then basically the plan is, like they do from factory, just fill it in with braze as opposed to, well, fill it in with weld as opposed to braze, because they use brazing from factory back in the 80s.
Wasn't awful to be fair. Against the corner as well. I'm getting a phone call.
There we go. It's the first filler tacked. So, I guess, should we sort the other side out, or?
Yeah, leave them all tapped first, and then we'll just smash them.
Sweet. So, Ollie is just gonna cut the last pieces of brazing that we can find out of this side, and then we'll make another little patch just to seam this inner chassis into the outer pillar. Why was it that you said that you need to get all the brazing out for TIG?
Because from what I remember, the brazing takes, it basically attacks the zinc coating in the wire, so whenever you try and put your wire in, the zinc coating gets fucked off and you end up with porosity. That's not the scientific term, but that's basically what happens in a nutshell.
There you go. So, bridge number 2, ready for tacking. Dribble on that one.
Huh?
Bit of a dribble on that.
Yeah, it just kept opening on.
weird. No, that's sound. It's flat enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. On to the next side then.
Yeah. Take that side.
Right, it's final fit up time and first tacks to get the roof skin on the car. It looks such a mess, but you've realised that when you're grinding this out, it's actually worse from factory anyway, so we'll get it looking right. It's going to get hot.
It might take me a second to get the tack on with me. Quite thin.
Excellent. Okay, so we've been having a bit of a jam. Just got the music on, put the camera down, just for the tedious stuff. Things you don't really need to sit and watch for ages. Ollie's managed to get the rear pillars seamed. Now we are about to start the sides. There is a gap where it flexes, but that is natural. When we cut the roof off, the rusty roof off, even though it had holes in it, it still popped up. So basically I'm going to be pressing down on this from the inside. Well, from above, I'm going to be pressing down on the roof while Ollie gets some stitches welded in. So this will be the tedious part. Let's go. Okay, so Sunday evening, it is 5:30. Ollie's had to leave. Everything is welded by the front and back, so they're just simple spot welds. So I'm gonna sit back, stick some music on, chill out, and just take my time, get these spot welds in nice. Just to try and save myself the joy of grinding them all the way down. So let's get cracking. Yo, happy Friday. For those of you who saw the Instagram posts, I actually forgot to film an outro for this video. It got cut off quite short. Like I said previously, Ollie went home earlier on in the Sunday, so I just sat back, chilled out, got some music on, and ended up finishing what we needed to do to get the roof actually installed on the car, and it's on. It's not done. It's nowhere near done. We've still got to put the sunroof tray in. We've still got to put the sunroof in the tray and get all of that working, put it all back together, do some filler work, just make it look presentable. Obviously, it's a white roof on a grey car, so there's all that to come. Will I make another video on that? Maybe. Bodywork doesn't really translate into a great video. I mean, realistically, looking back at this video, it's a lot of time-lapsing, and believe me, there's a lot of time-lapse footage that I actually cut out with the process, because something like this takes a long time, and to get it perfect, it takes even longer. We're both happy with this. It looks great. You'll never be able to tell when we're done, and that was the whole point of the process. So, yeah. I mean, a car's got loads of stuff on it, but to get an idea, there you go. It is officially on. Sort of spot welded and stuff at the front, stitch welded down the sides, welded here, full seam weld, spot welds again. The roof is dripping on it a bit, so the raw metal has got a little flash rust on it, but that's fine. We can clean that off. We move out on Monday, so believe me, we're ready. So yeah, a little bit anticlimactic, but this E30 is pretty slow progress, and everything that needs doing to it is a pretty unentertaining watch, I would assume, so we're trying to steer away from content on it, but it needs doing nonetheless. So yeah, let me know if you want to keep seeing the E30 as a little restoration project, some body work and stuff like that. If not, there's a surprise behind me for next week's video, so I'm sure you guys will probably want to see that as well, hopefully, because I'm excited about it. But yeah, for now, thank you. Let us know what you want to see, and safe.